Greetings, chosen ones. Peace and blessings to you all. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're out there being more than conquerors, doing great things out in your communities, for your friends, for your families, all for the glory of God. So I'm back again today with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about putting the devil, Lucifer, Satan, back in perspective, because he's gotten a little bit out of perspective for a lot of people. But before we get into it, please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so already. Do share this video with anyone you think will benefit from seeing it. Do leave me a like, and do leave me any comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much. Right, let's get into it. So there's been this push, especially over the last few decades, to switch perspectives in the minds of the masses about the father of lies, the one who seeks to steal, kill and destroy. And this picture is from a record sleeve from the Rolling Stones, Sympathy for the Devil. Now this came about at a time when Christian principles, values and morals were still firmly embedded in the culture to a degree as a foundation. So like with everything, you know, if you want to change a culture, you've got to appeal to the youth. You've got to capture the hearts and minds of the younger generation. And this was why the teenager became something that was socially engineered and actually became a thing, became a demographic to appeal to with new ideas, such as this, Sympathy for the Devil. And it's been an ongoing trend, you know, to show the other side, the other perspective from what the Bible teaches, okay? And incidentally, this one, front and centre, Brian Jones, was found dead in his own swimming pool. When you're getting help from the devil in this world, there's always a price to pay. And as with a lot of bands, to reach the heights of success, a sacrifice has to be made, either a band member or a family member, but that may be a subject for another video. So another example would be a show like this. Now this is a TV show that was originally aired on Fox, which in numerology is 666, and is now moved on to Netflix. And again, it's just promoting that idea that, you know, the devil is misunderstood, that there's a justification for rebellion against God, that, you know, that God's just way too stuffy, right? And that, you know, Lucifer, he's edgy, he's cool. And of course, being edgy and cool appeals to the fallen nature of man, the weak-minded, those who spend most of their spare time absorbing this sort of garbage entertainment. And it's this garbage entertainment that, on the level of entertainment, is garbage, but from the perspective of those who are pushing it out there, it's a very, very effective form of mind control. So in this TV series, Lucifer decides he's bored with being the ruler of hell. I mean, that in itself is ridiculous. And he comes to Los Angeles to open a nightclub. How exciting. And while he's there, he teams up with a cop, and they end up solving crimes together using Lucifer's amazing powers. So I'm just making this video because I think we've got to put Lucifer, the devil, Satan, yes, they're all one thing, despite what Freemasons might tell you. They're all one thing. So let's put Lucifer back in perspective, shall we? So I think this little illustration really sums it up quite well. So aside from the idea that Lucifer, Satan, is just symbolic, which incidentally is the idea that they sell to the masses, while for the powers that be, they absolutely do believe in a real Lucifer or Satan. They sell the idea of Lucifer or Satan to the masses as a symbol of enlightenment, a symbol of freedom and liberty. So here on the left of this image is how the world sells Lucifer, right? The powers that be sell Lucifer on the left through their entertainment media and indoctrination. And we see and hear these themes over and over again. He's God's arch nemesis. He's either a big scary monster or a cool, handsome, quirky anti-hero. He's a tragic, misunderstood hero. That God is just a real meanie. And they sell you the idea that he's the ruler of hell, which is portrayed as an equal and opposite of heaven, where all the cool kids go, and it's all one big party down there. And as we know, there's plenty out there who think that makes them in some way enlightened, special, edgy and cool to worship Lucifer as God, that he's the master of ancient, special, forbidden knowledge and magic, some type of real God himself. And of course, it's all bogus, but the weak-minded, the indoctrinated, fall for this narrative and propaganda. You know, it's time to see the devil for what he really is, right? Because he's got the masses fooled. Either they think the devil doesn't exist, or he's great, he's cool, he's edgy, right? But really, he's nothing but a loser. Now, there was a time before Jesus Christ where the devil did have power upon the earth to wreak havoc. But that power now has been stripped away from him, and all he really has now is the ability to tempt and sway weak minds. And for those who don't have Christ in their corner, yes, he does have power over them and will drag them to the same fate that awaits him. But when it comes to believers in Christ, no power at all, other than feeble attempts to tempt, which again we are equipped to deal with. So he really has zero power over us at all. You know, but as we know, there are many out there in the world that, you know, think it's the coolest thing since sliced bread. You know, Satan is so cool, right? But again, these people are just weak-minded and probably reprobates anyway. So everything that is being promoted by the devil and through those that are influenced by those demonic forces feel it's some form of empowerment to fall in line with all the kind of ridiculousness that we see from those that say, "Oh, I'm a Satanist." Yeah, dude, you're so edgy and cool. And they just don't get it, right? They don't get that they are going to be thrown under the bus. You know, Satan's only motivation is to steal, kill, and destroy. And that goes for his own children, the children of disobedience, the tares as well. You know, so people were buying into the propaganda in the media and all that. But when we actually take a look at what your average Satanist actually looks like, well, here's an example right here. Now, don't let the moustache fool you, if that is at all possible, at what you're actually looking at here. Okay, now this individual was actually responsible for designing the recent range of pro-pride clothing for children, shall we say, that really didn't go too well for him in the end. So there's been a backlash against that, and so there's an example that, you know, the devil doesn't get his own way on everything in this world. You know, and if believers and those sitting on the fence had a bit more conviction about things, then maybe things wouldn't be going in the direction they're going in. So just how edgy and cool is all this Satanism, all this rebellion against God, right? How's it going for people? You know, the reality of it as opposed to what they're selling you in the media. You know, the images in the media, cool, edgy, right? And really, this is the perfect example right here, right? So we know they've done their best to ridicule, slander believers in Christ. So what I'm doing in this video is counteracting that fake narrative and showing the truth of the situation. There is no good outcome for the devil or those that follow and support the devil. You know, you have all these things springing up in the world now. Oh, you know, we've got after school Satan clubs. You know, we're putting up satanic statues everywhere. We're debasing everything. You know, and they think it's some kind of victory. So we can let them have their temporary hollow little victory, but it's all going to come to a close for them very soon, right? And we should remember that also as believers, because we can get caught up in the idea that, oh, the devil is all powerful and, you know, it's just going to get worse and worse and, oh, he could win. No, he's never going to win. This is the thing we need to remember. Might get worse in the short term, but ultimately he's going to lose because he's not really a Lucifer, he's Lucifer. Because at the end of the day, that's what the devil is. A loser. And those that follow the devil call themselves Satanists, try and act all edgy and cool. They're losers as well. And they're going to be losing along with Satan. Right, so I think I'll end it there. So as always, remember to dress for success. Put on the whole armour of God every day. And you can stand against all the wiles of the loser, Lucifer. So stay prayed up, stay armed up. And if you like this video, do consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so already. Please leave me a like. Do leave me any comments in the comments section below. And do share this video if anyone you think would benefit from seeing it. And I will see you again on the next video. Bye bye for now.